There's a democracy here. When things aren't right, we don't just sit there and not do anything about it. We are free to be able to express ourselves.
I think it's every American's right to exercise their freedom of speech and peaceful protest. And I've had the privilege of coaching some young women who have come to speak to me about peaceful protest. And so half of my team kneeled this year, which I was in support of.
I don't get so much caught up in the actual kneeling. I think the reason behind the kneeling is more important than the actual kneeling. So everybody wants to talk about the kneeling or the flag or the respect or disrespect, but nobody's addressing the actual issue.
Our team, our football team, stands at attention on the sideline. They hold their helmet in the left hand with the heart, the hand or right hand over their heart. If you don't want to comply with that, you can find another school to play at.
As of right now, I'm not standing for the national anthem because I'm not fully proud of what is going on in the country. And I feel that even though sometimes we are being attacked for kneeling, we have the right to stand up or kneel or whatever we choose so, because it's America.
My initial thought of it was disappointment, because at first you're thinking they're disrespecting the flag and what the flag means. And then the more you read into it, the more you kind of understand where that particular individual was coming from with respect to why they were doing it.
I feel like it's for a cause, and I feel like people aren't doing it just to blatantly be disrespectful. I feel like people are doing it for a cause and for a message that needs to be heard.
It's not about the social issues. If that was the case, we'd all be taking a knee because we all realize we got problems. If you cannot stand for 2 minutes to give respect for the people that gave the ultimate price, laid their life, lost limbs, all other sacrifices that come with combat war, then in my opinion, you're missing the boat about the whole thing.
So now everyone's like, yeah, you're right. They are disrespecting our military. It's like, no, they're not. They're just bringing a perspective or topic to the forefront for people to talk about.
Not so much like kneeling, it's not about disrespecting like veterans and everything. It's more of like, I'm not okay with how things are right now and this needs to be noticed.
I know it can be somewhat disrespectful to veterans and people who lay their lives down for the country. There are many different ways. Like, we could do peaceful marches, we can have speeches, but I feel like everyone has their say in whatever they do, what they can do is what they can do. Right. So how I show it is by kneeling.
I stand just because I want to acknowledge the veterans and those who served in the war, just because I think that's what the American flag is for, and it's not really talking about Trump and everything, and the American flag has been, since 1850, 1900, so I just think that's what we're acknowledging. But I also acknowledge the people that do kneel, because they have their own rights, so I mean, I just prefer to stand, but I don't judge the people that are kneeling.
Taking a knee, what has that done to work on the problems? It just kind of divided.
They're talking about it, aren't they? You're talking about it because these players kneeled. So they are drawing attention to what's going on.
These young men and women are informed. They understand. They know what's going on. For a while, I got a sense that kneeling during the national anthem was kind of the thing to do. You know, it was in vogue. Yeah. And kind of like those fidget spinners, everyone wanted to do it and saw it. If you came from a perspective of you knew what was going on and you knew a reason why you were doing it, I can respect that. Do I think they should be fined or fired or disciplined? No, absolutely not.
Here at Mount SAC, on the football program, not going to be tolerated. Now, do I have a right to say that? I do. Is it enforceable? Probably not. But you will get the idea of what we stand for. It might not be pleasant for you to stay here.
We don't really got time to mess around like that. We trying to win.
Yeah.
We don't got time to be thinking about that stuff. But outside of it, we have time to think about it then. But not when it's game time.
It's game time. We're not really focused on being politically correct or anything. It's really about winning. And I guess that's what is really bad about people thinking that, oh, since you have this such a big role in this, you should do this, and trying to put more stuff on you than what you really focus on trying to do.
Yeah. Talk about this in your political science classes. Talk about this in your history classes. Talk about this in other venues. Yeah, we got problems. Yeah, I'm not going to deny that. We got problems. But there's a time and place for everything.
A lot of people look up to them, so they think that I have a voice, and they're just speaking their voice.
That's the only way you know the athletes is their platform, right? You wouldn't know LeBron James if he didn't really play basketball. So you wouldn't know Colin Kaepernick if he didn't play football. So that's what the platform is for. You wouldn't know those guys if they didn't do that thing. So now that they have that platform and they've used that, now that they're utilizing it to their, for their purposes, it'd be different.
It'll probably be split, but it wouldn't be supporting, who's our president. It'll probably be supporting, just representing our country.
Right before a game, anything that's team related, we do as a team. So it would have to be a full-on, unanimous decision by absolutely everybody in our locker room. We're going to support each other. We're one big family, and we're going to be, by each other. It doesn't, race and religion doesn't play a factor in that at all. Once you're in the locker room, it's kind of like a sacred territory.
We're not here to tell them what's right and what's wrong. It's like what comes in from them. So like on what their perspective is, like do what you want to do.
Yeah, it's just more of like express how you feel the way you want to feel, and like whether you do it or you don't, we're a team. We're not going to judge you about it.
They would not be kicked off the team. We would have many discussions trying to get them to change their mind. When parents come in here and recruits come in, that is one of the things that I let them know, so they get an idea of what our program is about. And I have no problems of telling them how we do it. And you'll know right off the bat if that's going to fit you or not. I show them those pictures. This is why we stand.
We had lengthy conversations with our entire team, individually with each player who even had an inkling that she might want to kneel, to really get to the root of why they feel that they need to do this and what else we are going to do to become leaders on this campus and leaders in our community, so we can further make people a little bit more educated about the topic rather than just passing judgment.